because Drew, honestly, I swear Drew plays defense every single game. That's why.
He does.
I think he plays defense every game. Like every time I watch him play, he's really sitting down. He's probably sitting down right now. and
oh, man.
no, since he came, like he really from when he came in the NBA, I always used to tell people like, yo, Drew Holiday really clams up. Why y'all tripping like Prime D-Rose MVP year was just this glorified mount? The shit was regular, to be honest. It was really regular.
Andrew Wiggins is better than Klay Thompson. All Klay Thompson does is shoot threes. Andrew Wiggins is a better playmaker than Klay Thompson.
Kawhi's not a top 10 player in the league, and that's not a hot take. I'm serious. Kawhi's not top 10.
Or you guys saw what's in store for today. Are you guys ready for today?
Yeah.
This is going to be very exciting.
It's a good one.
Today's an easy win for me.
Today's an easy dub.
This is an easy dub.
Little do you guys know, I'm already celebrating.
Oh my gosh.
Not your win.
Yo, chat. Yeah, if you're just joining us, if you've been tuning into the Clubhouses, that is the one and only. That is the LaRon.
Guys can now put a face to the voice.
That's the guy that you're yelling into your phone at every time he speaks.
Yo, what you guys don't know is I'm with you guys. Y'all see this? Y'all like it? Tell me in the chat if I need to cut it or keep it. Hey, but what you guys don't know is in PC Clubhouse, I'm on you guys' side. I'll be trying to tone Shaq down, but you know,
no one can talk Shaq down.
If Dale can't do it, can't nobody do it.
Except Sis.
That's facts. No one can tone that man down. All right, y'all ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Let's get right.
Do it, man. Welcome back to another episode of Player's Choice, the number one place to be for NBA hot takes and flop takes. If you're tuning in right now, live on Twitch, make sure you're following the channel. Turn those notifications on because you do not want to miss when we go live, and times may vary. So make sure that those notifications are on. We go live every Sunday and Wednesday. If you're tuned in on YouTube, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give us that thumbs up on the video. Let us know in the comments your opinions. Whatever you want to say, if you want to talk trash to Shaq, he's not on this episode, so you get him while he's gone. If you're tuned in on Spotify, Apple, Google Play, shout out to you. I don't know all the things about that. I don't know if you can leave comments, rate us, whatever, but do all the things, please. And now, allow me to
put my glasses on for my win.
Allow me to introduce our guest for today. You already know Dub Zero, the guy. The man with the plan. Keeps us chill. Of course, already introduced him, but we got LD.
Wait, hold on, Jordan. Hey, it's Nipsey Hussle Day. You know that's why I wore this red shirt. I want to shout out my man. Also, I'm gonna pop a bottle for him live on air. For that. 2, from my first appearance on Clubhouse and on here. 3, I also want to celebrate all the success that you guys have had on here. I want to say 1 million views, right?
Yes, on TikTok.
1 million views. Okay. To everything that you guys have built and to, a fruitful future.
Thank you, LaRon. You're really good about to drink at 9:30 a.m. Shout out to LaRon.
Some people drink coffee, other people drink champagne,
That's right. That. I love it. I love it.
Oh my God.
I hate your speech.
Oh man. Hey, Dale, you gonna love my top 10 there.
Oh,
I know. God. Can't wait. Oh, I forget Ron's top 10 today.
Of course, we have the one and only Dell, who some people forget that Dell has been here since day one. They want to think that he's some kind of special guest, but he's here every week. I don't know what the hell you guys are thinking.
They love me. That's why.
I love you too.
Foolishness.
And we got chat. We've been telling you, reach out to us, and you guys have been, but sometimes we respond and we allow the people on. We let the people come on, speak their mind. That's what makes Player's Choice. So please welcome Elijah Jones. He is currently a student athlete at Boston College. He wanted to come talk that ish. We said, of course. Elijah, welcome, brother.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man. It's nice to come on here and feel welcomed already. That's for people to get that whooping and all these conversations that they don't know they're talking about.
Okay.
They starting early.
Del, you
Remember, I told you I'm celebrating my win, right?
Del, you better
told you. I
push
told
those
you.
glasses up. All right, man. Let's get into it. So
I'm not listening.
we're gonna get into some recent news, and Del, I'm gonna start with you because this is your guy, Lance Stephenson, eyeing an NBA comeback. On Friday, he hosted a workout with the Nets, Bucks, Nuggets, and 76ers, and I just want to know, like, are you excited about this? I know that this is your guy. Surely this is cool to see him trying to make that comeback, and I know that you want to see him succeed. So what are your thoughts on this?
I don't know why how the NBA is moving. I don't know how he's not in the NBA, to be honest. I felt like he could have helped a lot of playoff teams just with his energy, his Patrick Beverly style defense, how he like to be a pest and all that stuff. He could create a shot off the bounce and honestly bring energy. I thought Brooklyn would have definitely snatched him up, but I don't know. I don't know the ins and out of what they have on him off the court or how they view him off the court. But I think he get a shot. I think he get another shot this year. He had the funny thing about the team that attended, those are the team I feel like he could help the most just for 10, 12 minutes off the bench, and hopefully it could grow. But if he get a shot, I think he'll prove that he belongs in the NBA, which he does.
I recently started following him probably like 2 months ago or whatever, and he's working his ass off. So like I'm excited to see that he's getting at least a look. He's getting some kind of opportunity. Who knows if he'll get signed or not, but at least they're giving him the time of day. I think he deserves it as well. LeRon, thoughts?
This is kind of, I wouldn't say a sensitive topic for me, but this is something that really gets me going because it's like with guys like Lance, and then you have your, obviously Isaiah Thomas is, you have your dudes like, all the dudes that are supposed to be in the league that aren't in the league, and they just recycle, rinse, wash, and use. And they bring in younger dudes, like obviously they have potential and they're serviceable players, but some of them aren't even ready for that caliber of play yet. And these teams, they'll just let a dude go and then go, run to the next best thing. And yes, these younger dudes do need a platform to come up, but it's like somebody like Lance, the Sixers can use them for sure. The Bucks can easily use them. The Nets can use them. And we can go down a whole, list of teams. And it's like, Monta Ellis just came on, I think the other day, and was like, he can still help a team. He's 35, 36, and I believe Monta Ellis can still come and play. And so it's just like, I really don't like it, but, somebody needs to sign that boy.
Dub.
Yeah, so for Lance Stephenson, honestly, I don't even know how he's outside of the league. Last time he played was for the Lakers in what was that, 2019, and he didn't play terrible at all. He put him some good bench minutes, So I don't even understand why he's not in the league. So he definitely deserves a shot. Like Dell said, he could give a team. He has things to offer to a team, anybody, especially a team that's trying who needs some more depth. So it's really surprising to me that he has to work this hard to come back to the league.
Really quick, Elijah, I'm gonna get to you, but LeRon in the chat, I don't know if you saw that. Shaq said cap about Monte.
Big cap. I would have addressed that at the end.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Hold on. I'm not saying that Monte is going to step in the league and be amazing, but he could be on the end of somebody's bench,
No, he can't.
You don't think so?
5 years, bro? No,
stop. We're gonna talk about that at the end.
All right. Let's come right back to that. Let's let Elijah touch on Lance, and then we'll get right into the Monte because I really want to hear this.
Yeah, I feel like there's a narrative that goes around with players. And, like, Lance Stephenson, you get all the antics and stuff like that, but his body of work speaks for itself. I mean, like, he gives off – he could score at will. He's one of those guys you can get off the bench and be like, yo, give me a bucket. And it's not like he was out here turning the ball over all crazy, not helping out on defense. And I just feel like they got that narrative around him where it's like he's not going to make the team better, or he's a head case, or he's a me guy. And it's like he had to go overseas, really over and get buckets, and then come back and it's like, oh, now we want to give you a chance. Like my prime example was when Joe Johnson was in the Big Three, and it was like, Joe Johnson, you too old to be in the league, and then he's out in the Big Three giving people work, and now teams want to sign him. And it's like you shouldn't have to have that you're not good enough to be here when there's plenty of people who are in the league who Lance Stephenson is better than. And I'm not going to name drop, but Lance Stephenson deserves to be on a team, especially Brooklyn with a home he's from Brooklyn,
Mhm.
and the fact that he could beat out some dudes that were on that team, like they got Mike James out of overseas who should have been in the league, and that's a prime example because he came to Brooklyn and he was giving out work, and it's like there's no reason why Lance shouldn't be on the team.
And my thing is like everyone can use a 3-and-D guy, and Lance Stephenson's at the point where it's like just utilize him as a 3-and-D guy. I think there's, like you guys have said, there's no reason they shouldn't be in the league. But let's get back to this Monta Ellis conversation.
Please,
Dell,
please.
please let us know, why do you not agree with the
gotta
Laurent's
hear
Monta
this.
Ellis take?
Ridiculous, honestly. Of course, Monte could probably play a game, but 5 years out of the league, I don't know. And the thing with him, I don't know if he was hurt and got out of the league. I don't know what happened to Monte. I don't know if it was just bad judgment on the agent. I don't know what happened, but we're not gonna say that. No, then it's not. I don't even think it's an Isaiah Thomas thing, because Isaiah Thomas was hurt. He was big hurt, and then he saw him. He was a little fat. He wasn't in the shape he is in now. But Monte, like 5 years of, like, we're not going to act like you could stay out the NBA 5 years and then come back and, you know what I'm saying? It's not.
Just because he's not playing in the NBA don't mean he's not working out and training. He
Well,
wouldn't
you
have
had
said,
workouts
look,
with NBA teams.
this came from his mouth. He's not going to say this if he's not working out. He's saying he wants a shot in the NBA because he's working out.
Let me say something. Let me say one thing.
JJ Barea played last year. If he could play last year, Monte can't. It is.
JJ didn't play in the NBA last year. 5 years, we could get that right. I know that for a fact. The Mavericks signed him for a day just so he could get the contract because Mark Cuban was being loyal. We talked about that on this show. And then he went to Spain. So we get that out of there right now.
He did.
But Monte did not. 5 years, when he left the league and he come back now, it's totally different NBA. That's one. Like, he left and the NBA has changed. Like Lance and Monte is two different brackets of coming back and wanting to play. COVID hurt Lance more than anything as well. COVID ain't do nothing with Monta Ellis. You know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, he's probably a forgotten name. Monte was tough, like OD tough. Loved his game.
OD.
To be out 5 years, and then I think he needs to. If anything, he probably could come back overseas, try to find a China gig where he could go and get buckets or whatever. But him coming back to the league, I don't think it's a good look. Teams probably will watch him work out because they knew who he was. But I think Lance has a better chance than he does.
But Monta Ellis, on top of that, he was working out for teams 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It wasn't good. No, he was. Like when Joe Johnson was making his run to come back in the league, they was working out him and Monte. And Monte was getting picked up. And there was plenty of teams, like, again, these veteran teams that need these veteran players. Like LeBron's not out here trying to get these young players for real. He's trying to get these old veteran guys to play with. You need to be with these veteran teams. And I feel like Monta Ellis ain't really helping veteran teams for you, a 35-year-old 6'3" shooting guard.
Hey, we took this Monte thing and ran with it a little far. I wasn't personally saying that Monte needs to be picked up by the Brooklyn Nets. I was saying that he came out and said he deserves to play in the league.
Yeah, but who wouldn't though? Who wouldn't say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, so when that caliber of that player he type he was, who wouldn't say it?
So what I meant to say was Melo. That's the other name I meant to say. Remember, he was, they washed him out for a second and tried to do him like that as well.
Again, that's that narrative that comes with it. That's that narrative. That
they did to Melo was nasty. What they did to Melo was nasty. I'm not even going to speak on that.
Go ahead,
when I seen this Monta Ellis take, I was like, all right, you know what? Let me see what this guy was doing before, he got outside the league. So he played for the Pacers for the last 2 years. His last year, he played for 27 minutes a game and only dropped 8 points, shooting under 45%. The year before, he was playing 30 minutes a game, and he was giving you, I think, like 15 points, under 45% as well. So I'm looking at these numbers. I'm like, those aren't good numbers. You're playing for a lot of minutes, and you're not even putting up 15 points a game. It's like, come on, man. And you're not even shooting at an effective rate. So that's part of the reason why he's not in the league, because it's like, you can't shoot for me. You're undersized. You're not the same player that you used to be. So it's like, what am I gonna do with you? Melo is a whole different story because Melo got the heat. Melo got the heat from the Rockets just because Mike D'Antoni honestly didn't like him like that. So Melo was a completely different story. But
wanted to get him back.
Monta Ellis is, I'm sorry, this dude's 35 years old. I don't think he got 5 more years in him. And especially the way that he plays, he was never a great 3-point shooter. And this league, you need to value that.
Yeah, Dale made a good point, and you carried it on. The league has evolved. Monta, he probably wouldn't fit in with this caliber play or this style of play. Also, it's funny how you just said that, Dale, because now Melo's still in the league, but where's D'Antoni?
Right. Now,
Brooklyn.
D'Antoni wasn't a head coach. No, he left Brooklyn. He wasn't a head coach because of probably him, but D'Antoni was probably mad at Melo, how Melo didn't really best with him in New York, et cetera, et cetera. And now he's in Houston because there's no way a team like Houston didn't utilize Melo the way he could have been utilized, because them and Portland basically play the same dominant guards in terms of CJ and Dame, and Melo was spot up, give him his little ISO. They just try to. That narrative on Melo was really, really crazy. That joint was sad, actually.
Shaq,
That joint was for sure sad.
Shaq, not even on the panel today and still causing problems in the chat.
I see that.
He's going crazy. Oh my God.
I'm so happy I can't see that. What did he say?
He's just going off about, he's commenting on everything that we're saying, but
he's in there antagonizing people.
Yeah, he's antagonizing people for sure.
Patrick Beverly in the chat right now.
100%. He said, I'm sure me and Monte feel the same exact way about Curry. Overrated. Yo, Mike Beasley and Kenneth Faried were given the opportunity to play in the NBA Summer League for the Trailblazers, and I'm just curious, do you think that either of these guys deserve a shot? Can they fit anywhere? Dub Zero, let's start with you, brother.
So I'll say Faried. I'll give him a maybe. Faried is a good hustle guy, and especially when he was on the Nuggets, he did play very well on the Nuggets. But Faried is a maybe for me. But Mike Beasley, I think Mike Beasley's time has come. I mean, he's still good. Like you said, overseas or in summer leagues, everything. But no, I don't think he's part of that NBA standard anymore.
Dell, what do you think about that?
I think I get the Faried take for certain teams, just to like a healthy Faried that was still in shape. I think he could have helped Brooklyn last year, just running, rebounding, and a player that bring energy. But it would be harder for someone to utilize B's best skills based on where he's at. So I think Beasley for 100% could still play in the NBA, 100%. But more team will look at Mike Beasley and be like, yeah, we know you can score, but we don't need that from you right now. What else could you give me? But it's just a weird, because he can score literally anytime, shoot the three, put the ball on the floor, rebound. So it's just a team that want that power off the bench if they'll give him a chance. And I think that's the reason. There's a lot of players like that right now, that's the reason I think they can play in the NBA, but because of that's their main skill, they won't get a chance. I put Beasley there. I put Marshawn Brooks there, because these are guys that could like literally just go get a bucket whenever, but the league don't see them as them guys no more. So it's like, what now?
Elijah, thoughts?
I definitely think Ken Faried could help out in some way. Like, I feel like he's the same type of player as Montrezl Harrell at some point, like just an older version. Like
he's just 6'5", 6'6" though.
Yeah, but at the same point in time, like he out hustles, he outworks. Now, Michael Beasley, again, I agree with Dell on the times passing thing. Like, he is gonna give me a bucket, but at the same time, it's like, what else can you do for me? Like, You're not gonna be a ball dominated dude at whatever age he is coming off the bench, and it's like you're not about to run my second unit. And I feel like he could definitely get an overseas gig. And I mean, Kenneth Faried shows what he could do, and that he still has. I feel like a summer league is just a warm up for him. Like he could definitely make a roster, at least just be a hustle guy, board guy. Like, I don't want to say it's like how it is now, but Andre Drummond is kind of being utilized as a rebound guy for bigger teams. Like he could do that for definitely smaller teams. I feel like the Hornets could use a guy like that off the bench, or like even like the Knicks could use him as like a 4 or something like that off the bench. Just a guy that's gonna give me some boards and some hustles and maybe some blocks.
Laurent.
For Kenneth Faried, like, he can easily fit and mesh on a roster. Just, he might not play too much, but, come in and give some spot minutes. If somebody gets hurt, you come and play, a good 10 to 15 minutes. The Warriors, Celtics, like how Dale said, last year's Nets, even this year's Nets, they could use a guy like that. When it comes to Mike Beasley, this is my guy, Kansas State. Oh man. Hey, I think top 3 favorite college basketball players ever. And he didn't really have the NBA career we all expected him to have. But I kind of think, unfortunately, it might be that time for Beasley. Obviously, he can play, but it's like, who does he fit with?
Mhm.
Now, I hope he gets signed. I'm on Mike B's side, but I don't know.
I don't know if I was living under a rock at the time or what, but like, what was Kenneth Faried's fall from grace? Because I remember when he came in and he was just like this animal, and it's like you wanted to tune in to watch Kenneth Faried because this guy was just out hustling everybody. He was jumping over everybody. So what was the deal? Like, did he get the boot? Was he just underperforming? Like, what happened? And anyone could answer this because I truly don't know what the hell
The
happened.
thing with him that happened, it happened right where it started though. I think I don't know, it was with the Nuggets that he was this. I don't know if the coaching changed or whatever, because I
They
don't
called him the
remember him on
Manimal.
Yep, I don't think that he was on any team. I remember he went to USA, the World Cup. I want to say with James, Steph, all of them. I want to say
He
with
did.
16
Yeah,
or
he was on there.
14, and he was dominant on that. He actually came to Italy and visit one of my teammates he went to college with. He was still in the prime of his career. He practiced with us in Italy. And I seen him 3 years ago. He played with my Pro City team in New York. And from then on, I'm like, oh, I don't know if he got hurt or wherever the case may be. And when you get hurt, like on your knees or your feet, and how that energy you play with, it didn't catch up with the times. And I think from then on, that was it. Because after Denver, I don't know. I honestly can't even remember if he went to another team. So I think it rose in Denver and it fell in Denver.
He played.
He played in Houston, I know, after that, and
Yeah.
he
He
played
played in
in Brooklyn,
Houston.
I think, after
Yeah,
Houston.
I remember the little Brooklyn stint, but even those was like, oh, I'm like, oh, nah, this is, if he ain't bringing that energy and that, and he can't really shoot like that, then it's like,
Yeah.
He can't shoot.
then, and it's not like Montrezl Harrell. You could give it to Montrezl Harrell, he gonna get you a buck, like, and he bring that same energy in the offensive, and he could really score for you. So I think, and he's 6'6.5", maybe. So
What,
it's like,
Kenneth Faried?
yes, yeah.
I
So he used to play
thought he was a
bigger than
good
he act.
6'8".
Yeah, he used to play
Nah.
bigger than he actually was, but I'm taller than him. So it's like,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, like, my thing with Faried is that, like, you can only do so much, like, for example, DeAndre Jordan was that lob kind of defense, rebound dude. And then once that's gone, like, what you got? You feel me? And it's like, Kenneth Faried kind of, when he went to Houston, he came off the bench for Houston, with the second unit, it's like, who else, if James not getting you the ball, who else really getting you the ball? And then you get to that bad Brooklyn team before D'Angelo Russell's even there, and they make that little playoff push, and it's like, all right, now you're just getting lost in the sauce because ain't nothing over there. After that, it's kind of like the bottom half of your career.
Man, it's crazy how quickly you can rise and fall in the NBA like that. Because I remember I really liked Kenneth Faried, so that's unfortunate. Good to see that he's at least getting some kind of look back. We'll see if any of that pans out. Kyle Korver joining the Nets to serve as a player development assistant coach. Elijah, what are your thoughts about this? And first, let me say I am a biased 3-point guy. Anyone who is a 3-point specialist, I automatically am a fan of. So I love to see Kyle Korver still seeing success after hoop. Elijah, what are your thoughts?
I like it a lot. I kind of equate this to, Steve Nash being a 3-point coach. Well, I guess like a 3-point coach for the Lakers at one point when he was just on that staff, kind of helping with player development. And Kyle Korver was just a 3-point guy running off screens, spot up shoot. And I feel like any team, especially in this generation, use threes. And if you could help other people on the team who can't really shoot threes, and instead of making them a 30% shooter, make them a 35% 3-point shooter, or a 35 to a 40% 3-point shooter, that could help the team a lot, especially with Brooklyn, who is going to chuck up the ball.
Mm-hmm. Ron. LeBron.
Why? Why is this our filler topic? Why are we talking about Kyle Korver joining a team that does not need his help? We all know the Nets have 3 players. Does James need Kyle Korver to shoot threes? No. Kyrie? No. We obviously know 35 does it. I'm not saying his name for the rest of the show. His name's 35. We obviously know that that he doesn't need it. So it's like, what? He gonna come and teach DeAndre how to shoot? Why is this an announcement? Now, I got big love for Kyle Korver. Love him as a person. Hate this move.
Why do you hate this move?
Yeah, why?
Because it's like, what? Well, I don't know what type of basketball mind Kyle Korver has, but if he's
Let
joining,
me ask you a question. Hold on, Ron.
what's
Hold
up,
on. Let me
what's
ask you
up?
a question. I got two things. You just had to stop. One, if you want to call him 35, his number is 7 now. That's one.
I only acknowledge 35.
Two, and I don't know how you're gonna answer this, right? So why did the Nets hire D'Antoni as a coach if they had them powerhouses and all those players? They didn't need them to score. James didn't need Mike D'Antoni to score. Kyrie didn't need Mike D'Antoni to score, and we know 35 didn't need Mike D'Antoni to score. But what I get with this is a filler topic. This is a whatever the case may be. This is not even about him helping shooters shoot threes. It's just him putting his foot in the door where a coach can know he's ready and available to coach for his next job. Honestly, it goes from player development to assistant to et cetera,
I got you.
And him being on the bench. But your take on saying that it's not about 3 players and needed for them to shoot threes. Nah, because if you're walking in the gym and you a shooter or a marginal shooter and you see a Kyle Korver, it's like, oh, why I listen to him? Because he was a sniper, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't even about teaching them. It's just a moral for some kid's mind. It's like, because when you reach the NBA in that stage, it's not nobody gonna change your form. They ain't gonna do this. It's really just in a way to give you more confidence in stuff you've been doing your whole life. And it is a filler topic, but I seen it. I was like, cool. I guess it is what it is. It's just
Dale,
like
so you got excited about.
It's not about excited.
We're talking about the Nets.
No,
All right, Dale.
It's not about excited. They hired Amari Stoudemire last year, and it's like, oh, okay, Amari on the staff. I know Amari's a player.
Uh-oh.
See what happens?
Now,
chat. You see what happens?
It's like friendly. Honestly, it is what it is. What happened to what?
Oh, you froze right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your stuff was acting crazy. But
it was the chat guys. They wanted to just put a halt to that.
Put the halt to what though?
It's friendly nepotism. That's all it is, bro.
Like people start off as player development coaches and go on to like major ways in coaching. Like Willie Green was a player development coach for a while, and he ended up becoming an assistant coach, and he's going to end up getting he's in runnings for head coaching jobs. I mean, like people don't just. I think
he got it. Then he
Did he
get it?
I'm not sure if he got it.
I thought Willie Green got a head coaching job.
Is it with the Hornets?
Honest, I think he got one.
But people just start off.
I think
it is the Hornets. Pretty sure.
Unless you were a great NBA player, marginally good NBA player, they'll give you a head coaching job without any other experience. Like Isaiah Thomas wasn't really just coming in and was the player development coach. No. Jason Kidd was just a straight development coach. But if you're one of those rotational guys or you were one of those like role player guys, yes, you start off at one point and then keep going. But Kyle Korver, like Steve Nash, again, as Dell says, Steve Nash having Amari Stoudemire on the staff was a good look for Amari. Especially coming back from overseas and even having D'Antoni on the staff. I'm sure Steve Nash knew D'Antoni's system through and through. One of the top point guards in the league in his time was one of the first people to go through D'Antoni's system. Like he didn't need D'Antoni on that staff. But you have people who help people who helped you, and you need to get that foot in the door.
Yo, and I respect that. I'm not undermining. I'm happy for Kyle Korver. I'm glad he got his foot in the door. That's not what I'm talking about. And I understand the D'Antoni move too, because it's like, you know how Phil Jackson had Tex Winter to run the triangle offense. You know, iron sharpens iron. But I'm just like, I don't think this is a huge announcement. I mean,
you gotta understand that the Brooklyn Nets, they signed a lot of young guys last year. Okay. You know, Elijah mentioned Mike James. You got Bruce Brown. You got this dude, Nicholas Claxton. There's a lot of young guys who actually do need development, especially with shooting the three ball. Mike James isn't that strong of a shooter. Bruce Brown, none of them guys.
Mike James ain't really young though. He's established. He's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I understand that, but you won't have this guy who Colin Korver in their eyes. He's a 3-point specialist. He's a 3-point legend, and like I forget who was. I think Dell said they're gonna obviously listen to him, and obviously listen to the tips that he gives. So I think it's a good move for the Nets not to develop Kyrie or James Harden or Kevin Durant or even Blake Griffin, but to develop the guys that they signed last year.
Really quick before we move on in the chat, Shaq said Korver wanting to be a coach, he gives me socially awkward vibes. My God. Shaq is reckless.
Oh man.
Okay, probably my favorite topic for today is
Shaq's in his element. I swear, Shaq is just in his element. Wow.
J.R. Smith enrolled at North Carolina A&T and wants to join the golf team pending NCAA approval. This is fire to me. I love this. Just imagining J.R. Smith on a golf course makes it honestly makes my day. I would love to see J.R. Smith win a golf tournament and then run around the course shirtless. It would literally be the greatest thing you've ever seen.
Like Billy Madison.
Laron, what do you think about this? Do you think this is good move? Do you think this is crazy? You think he's just doing this for whatever reason, or you think he really wants to pursue this?
Hey, I really hope he pursues it. Reason being, because this is inspiration and motivation to everybody that you don't got to just stay in one lane. You could do multiple things. When one
You
door
see,
closes, you can open another door.
Okay. We get mad at Kyle Korver talking about announcing.
I wasn't mad at Kyle Korver. I just said this isn't a hot take.
With what and J.R. Smith going to North Carolina A&T. This is stop.
I'm with Dell.
No, I couldn't double it and say, oh, we got two fillers.
But
then it's gonna seem like I'm bashing a person that's giving us our topics.
Nah, if you doubled it, I would have respected more. No, it's not about the time.
Uh-oh.
See, chat guys, I'm telling you.
Chat guys. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit with that.
Not about like North Carolina A&T. Like,
yo, Dale, you gotta run that back. You gotta run that back. You froze, bro.
Yeah, you froze.
You gotta know if I broke out, I'm in the hotel. I'm in Mexico. The Wi-Fi ain't too. I ain't at the crib like y'all.
Hold on. Wait. What city you at? What resort you at? Hold on.
Nah, look at you. That's a filler too. I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that with you.
For sure.
Man, he came straight out of high school, bro. Let him get his degree.
But nah. Yeah, I respect him getting his degree, but going to play golf in North Carolina A&T is like, come on, like what we doing here?
Nobody's excited about this.
No, Jordan. This is exciting news. He's showing people that they can pivot in life and go do something else.
Yo, he actually has a nice golf swing. I saw a couple clips.
Now he's gonna be a professional golf player. Yo, this Deion Sanders type stuff.
My thing is,
it's not Deion Sanders type
this
stuff.
Bo Jackson type
that's
stuff.
Disrespectful to Deion. That's disrespectful to Deion.
And let this brother be great.
No, that's disrespectful to Deion.
That's
That's disrespectful to Deion. But in the same breath, like, bro, it's amateurism. If you were amateur,
that's all I'm saying.
J.R. Smith
so disrespectful to
Deion.
Deion.
Basketball player. It's not like he took the skills that he had on the court to the golf and was an insane golfer. Nah, it's amateurism. As long as you was an amateur in the sport, you could play that sport in college. And now he was never a college student.
You could do what you do. Right.
Hey, as we all know, it takes a lot to be a college athlete, though. It's not, you can't just be a scrub and go play, North Carolina A&T.
My thing is, I think what Dell is talking about is if you're going to give heat for the last topic that we just talked about, you got to keep that same energy with the topic we're talking about now.
I am keeping the same energy. I'm just on the other side of the fence. Nobody cares about Kyle Korver being – if Kyle Korver's not shooting, who cares?
But who cares about J.R. Smith playing golf?
Because when J.R. hits a hole and we get to see his celebrations, we get to see this.
Yes.
Y'all want to see that?
Yes.
I would love to see that.
Y'all don't want to see that?
I would love to see that.
It brings some excitement to a sport that, hey, Jordan, don't all the casuals, don't add me, to a sport that's not, extremely exciting.
But how does J.R. Smith playing golf better himself? At least Kyle Korver trying to better himself with being a coach.
Yo, hold on. This is harder than Michael Jordan going and playing baseball. Baseball is way easier than golf. So I respect this even more because
Ooh.
if he could go and play at a high level, compete at a high level in a sport that's way harder than baseball.
Wait.
But
Don't
it's
tell
not
me
that high of a
hold on,
level.
you
It's a
just said.
collegiate. He's playing golf at an HBCU. We don't golf. It's not
Did
like
you
he's
just
about
say
to be-
that? You
it's
just
not like
said
he's about
that
to be
golf
getting,
is better than base. Is
acid
harder
and stuff
than
like that,
baseball.
bro. He's at
Yo,
HBCU.
he
No.
went to HBCU to play golf, and Michael Jordan played in AAA,
In the
hit
AAA.
home runs, and you're comparing to that. And AAA
Nowhere
is very
close.
hard.
Pause.
Like,
You said that golf is harder than baseball?
1,000%.
Oh man.
Are
Have
you
you ever
kidding?
played baseball?
Have you ever played golf?
No. But have you ever played baseball? Like the
Yes.
technique that comes with baseball, you need a lot of technique. You need a lot of knowledge. Especially when they play even in AAA. They throwing that you only have like not even a second to respond to
Point-something
when they throw the
seconds.
ball to hit the ball.
Bro.
yeah, I can't see, honestly, I can't see how baseball, because I don't play both, right? But I know I probably, in 10 tries, I could probably hit the ball closer on the green than I could ever swing and hit a home run to get. So with that mindset, I'm like, it's no way, because I could walk on the golf court, not be terrible, have a terrible swing, but just of sure will and power, hit the ball and get it close to the green, and people be like, oh, that's a good shot. But I could never I'm being serious though. I'm being serious because I've hit a ball on a golf course before. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know that I could do that. But someone throwing a pitch from the diamond to me, and I probably not 10 times, I probably would nip the ball past the pitcher like once.
Okay,
Mhm.
so I stick John Smith out on a basketball court. He shoots a basketball, he makes it. Is that guy gonna go play professional basketball
No, we're
or
not
compete
saying
at a
that
high
though.
level? But what I'm
No.
saying is just competing at this high of a level in a sport.
Why you keep saying high level?
It's not that high of a level.
It's collegiate. I don't give a
D1
shit.
D1 is D1. D1 is D1.
HBCU.
Bro, I don't
D1,
give a
okay.
shit. It's college. Going and
I
playing
agree with-
college in any sport
agree
is
with-
tough.
And on
I
top of
agree
that,
with D1.
this is a good filler topic. Kyle Korver was a terrible filler topic.
Oh my God.
All right, I have a question for y'all though. I have a question.
Go
for you.
ahead, go ahead.
So in a hypothetical situation, right? When we're talking about Jordan playing AAA baseball, like it's not like people who are in the majors now weren't in AAA. It's not like the people who are stars in the majors now weren't in AAA. Like AAA are the next stars of the MLB.
Certainly.
So it's not like he's going out there and playing scrubs. He's playing the next stars of the MLB.
Mhm.
Now, when you go to HBCU and playing golf, like who are you playing against? Two, it's not like the man was just out here just swinging and was like, hey, let me just go try and play golf. He's clearly been playing golf for a while. So it's not like he's no scrub in golf.
Mhm.
And to do that and then go to college, it's like, all right, cool. You might have experience on some of the other athletes in golf. You might have more knowledge playing against better golfers, and then coming back to playing college. It's like you might be actually downgrading the competition because you could be playing against other people who are really good at golf. But Michael Jordan switched up a whole different sport and went and started off at the high level.
Mhm.
Without playing golf, without playing baseball in years. He wasn't playing college baseball at UNC and playing basketball.
Wasn't doing nothing, right?
Mhm.
He went straight to the baseball.
That's great. That's a great take.
Yeah, your guys' takes are baloney. I think J.R. Smith playing golf at a high level is better than Michael Jordan playing baseball.
I can't believe this. I cannot believe
Because
this.
he likes
an amateur
golf.
tournament and
He's
win an amateur tournament than playing
he's
at a
he's
at
a
a
he's a
HBCU.
golf fan. That's why he likes golf.
I love golf.
Just
If-
enamored with it and the idea, so he's like, "Oh yeah."
I
just
now
do
have
golf.
a new item on my bucket list, and it's to play golf with J.R. Smith. So him and Jay will. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna make that happen one day. All right, let's push it along. Oh, Del, you're gonna like this one. We'll start with you, Dub Zero, and I want to know Damian Lillard or Allen Iverson and why.
I honestly, I can't even believe that this is even a question. Allen Iverson is all the
Thank you.
way. I don't understand. I don't understand how this is a question. I mean, Allen Iverson in his prime was putting up more points than him and everything. He led his team to the finals. Don't get me wrong, Damian Lillard hasn't had that help from Portland that he deserves, but AI on Philly, he didn't have that much help as well. So I'm going with Allen Iverson, man. Honestly,
I really hope that somebody goes with a different opinion here, because if you won't, I will. Because I'm taking Damian Lillard over AI every day of the week. LeBron.
Every day. I gotta wait.
you gonna have it next. You gonna have it next.
Oh
Eli.
man,
Wait a minute.
yo, I really don't even want to choose. I really don't. But wait, what NBA are we talking about?
That's a good
It
question.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
Any.
matter.
Any.
Good
It
question,
doesn't matter.
but I do think that either player can technically fit in any era.
Mhm.
Ah man, listen, I want to troll all you guys so bad right now, but it's just like I can't go against my personal basketball intelligence. It's Allen Iverson hands down. He led a team to the championship. Got game one against a Lakers team that they didn't even have no business being on the court with. And just outside of that, when you compare yourself these two players, it's like offensively, Dame is amazing, phenomenal. But Allen Iverson did everything.
He
Allen
was better
Iverson,
offensively.
I wouldn't say he was better offensively. They were kind of a little different, but at the same time, Allen Iverson, he really left his heart on the court. Not saying that Dame doesn't either, but Allen Iverson was just a pure dog and competitor all around. I'm going with AI.
Elijah.
I think Damian Lillard doesn't get enough trashing that he deserves, yo. Like, I feel like people give Damian Lillard way too much leeway.
Whoa.
Like,
What?
yeah. So CJ McCollum has been a 20-point per game plus scorer every year except for the first 2 years of his career. Then you also have big men like Yusuf Nurkic. He's had help around him. It's not like he's had like bum teams. AI took the worst team to the finals. Like, that's the worst team to ever be in the finals with AI's team. The only arguable team was LeBron, 2017. That's the only like team that's even close. But AI took the worst team in finals history. Like, he carried them single-handedly. And it's
let me you see, this is two things that what was Philly record that year in the Eastern Conference, and what was Cleveland record that year? I want to say Cleveland was a top 3 team in the East.
They was.
Cleveland was a 61 team, wasn't it?
Oh, okay. So you and listen to what you're saying. In the conference, they win more than 50 games. You can't blame the conference being bad on that team getting to the finals. You see what I'm saying? So and just like the Philly, he had a terrible roster for sure. But for the Eastern Conference that time, with a Hall of Fame in Dikembe Mutombo, Allen Iverson, and people playing their roles, for that time, that team wasn't as bad as people saying. When they got to the finals, it wasn't so big hoopla. Like, wow, look who got to the finals. The Sixers.
You right.
We're looking at that now because of now. And for sure, they wasn't supposed to be on the court with that Lakers team for sure. We knew that then, and we knew it now. Just like the Spurs 07, Bron, when they against that Spurs, you see the video. Duncan saying, "Yeah, there's gonna be a league in a while, but we got this for now." All that makes sense. But for that time when Bron was leading that team, nobody was like, "Oh, they don't belong on the court with any other Eastern Conference team." You see what I'm saying?
I say the worst team was 2018. 2018, LeBron Cavs. I could say that was worse than 2007.
That's another team.
You said that in Clubhouse yesterday.
You had an old Dikembe. You had a good defender in Larry Hughes, a good two-way player in Larry Hughes. But it's like he didn't have another person. I was like, "Yo, give me a bucket." CJ could go to the bucket, and it was an old Dikembe.
But we just saying that now, though. You know what I'm saying? Like
but he still had the Celtics with Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker. He had to get through. They still had that New Jersey Nets team who went back to back in the finals.
Exactly, and that's my point. Look at those tough teams he still had to get through. See, Dame is going through the Warriors. Look at who Dame have to go through in the West. Out of every player from the 2011 draft or whatever the case, Dame probably missed the playoffs in the Western Conference probably once or twice, if that. Dame has always been serviceable. That's why when people used to compare Dame and Kyrie, I always used to say, like, damn, Kyrie gets the biggest praise, but Dame is in the West and he's carrying his teams to the playoff in a way tougher conference.
But he's getting second round bounced.
And who's supposed to win? Who was Dame ever supposed to win that he lost? Tell me that.
You said what was he supposed to win that he lost?
What series Dame went into with his Portland team, and there's like, oh, Dame could
When they got swept by the Pelicans.
When they
I
got
don't know,
swept by
Boogie
who?
and
They got
AD.
swept by the Pelicans.
Boogie-
With Anthony
Boogie
Davis
and
and
AD.
DeMarcus Cousins was hurt.
And Rondo that year.
They wasn't
DeMarcus
hurt.
Cousins was
Rondo
hurt.
Andrews.
And Anthony
Nah.
Davis came and they swept the Pelicans first round, the 2 seed versus 7 seed. That's when they were supposed to do that.
They was not supposed to get swept. That's a fact. And that
Okay.
that's the only one I possibly could give you that one. But even when they lost, it wasn't like this. They had what's the name had a better playoff team. They have AD. I think Rondo was on that squad
Yeah,
too,
Rondo.
right?
Yeah.
Rondo Andrews.
Rondo.
But
And
DeMarcus
Rondo and Drew.
Cousins tore his joint, so he was out. So it wasn't even like they had
He
to
tore
down
it
the
in the-
bigs.
They
I
had
thought he tore-
Anthony Davis on the Pelicans.
did.
Is a different animal.
But they Anthony Davis and Boogie would be a different animal too. But it's like they
Right, but-
have Boogie.
Right, and most playoff series, it's only one playoff series. I will always say when the Warriors swept them 4-0 because they had just lost KD. That series when they lost in the West Conference Final,
They didn't have KD and Clay, I don't think, in that series.
Nah, Clay was there. Clay was 100% there. Clay was there.
Clay got hurt in that series.
Clay got hurt in that
the
series.
finals. Clay got
It was
hurt
the
in
finals. It was the finals where Clay got hurt.
Clay tore his ACL game 4 of the
Yeah.
finals
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
game 5.
And that's when we
So-
knew that series was over.
So when against that Warriors, I'm like, oh, all right, Dame, this is the one I'm looking at too. Your backcourt mate versus their backcourt mate. And I was like, when they got them out of there, I was like, damn, these Warriors are really different. And Steph really showed up against a matchup everybody wanted him to see again. That's the only one where I could say, Dame, I wanted you to do more. But everywhere else, bro, he answers the bell everywhere else. And I
You
think
gotta
he don't-
understand.
With no help.
You gotta understand with Damian Lillard's team is that they could score a lot, but they're not stopping anybody.
Hold on. Who on the Portland Trailblazers is helping Dame Lillard? And do not say CJ McCollum.
And I want to know too, because honestly,
McCollum averaging 20 points a game is help. Except for the first 2 years in his career, averaging 20 points a game is help.
Let me ask you a question.
Him averaging 20 isn't help.
Okay, how could you say the 07 team is a worse Braun team to get to the finals when Mo Williams is averaging 19 to 20 a year? That's help also, no?
And Zydrunas Ilgauskas was better than Nurkic.
Was an
Yo,
all-star.
matter of fact, that Braun team was better.
So answer me that. You see, this is what y'all can't give one person the credit and not. And let's go to 18 team. The 18 team, Braun had a double-double in Kevin Love, averaging like 18 and 9 or 18 and 10. So how do y'all say one is not help and one is help? Just explain that to me.
I'm not saying that that Mo Williams 19 isn't help. That for sure is help. But the matchups that go with it is that CJ doesn't show up in the postseason. And that's
okay. So if you say he doesn't
not
show
a
up
help.
in prison, that's not on Dame Lillard. That's on.
That's not on Dame. That's not on Dame. But who was showing up for AI? That's my thing. Who's showing up for AI? The topic was AI versus Dame.
What?
Not LeBron versus Dame. Not Mo Williams.
But we're not gonna remember all day AI showing up thing. But for sure, the Kembe showed up. Larry Hughes, for sure they showed up.
But they showed up in their jobs. They did not show up. They showed up in their jobs. They showed up to play defense. You see, it's two different eras. Back then, people got a superstar and they put defensive players and role players around them. Nowadays, teams just get a bunch of shooters, like scores, like the Blazers. They got a bunch of scores. Who plays defense on the Blazers?
Let me tell you how crazy they don't win. The error is in 2004, right? The Indiana Pacers lost a game 6 or maybe a game 6 to the Pistons, right? To go to the NBA Finals. You want to know what the score was at the end of the game?
I seen that.
Probably
I seen that.
60s.
Oh, on the documentary. I seen that.
It was 68 to like 66 to the end of it. So for who showing up like place to be. I seen that the other day on that documentary. I was like, what the hell?
It. I seen that too, Dale.
So that put a lot of stuff in perspective to me. So you can't, like we said, we can't really compare errors, but you're not gonna sit here and say Dame gets so much credit. Dame literally just started getting the credit he deserved, like maybe a year or two ago. Because everybody, maybe. Right. And I'm not gonna pick like I love AI. I remember what AI, like how he made me feel as a basketball player when he was coming up. Georgetown, he was Conspiracy Guy's favorite player.
Love Conspiracy Guy.
That was his favorite player, and him going to Philly, that's when he used to dunk. And the NBA, his AI impact will never, honestly, I don't know who could really touch it as a guard, a point guard. AI impact. So when people always pick AI handle because it's emotions attached to it. But if you look at the game versus game, it's not an easy sell. But I don't know, yo.
But
I
here's
Who
my
you
love
got,
thing with
him,
that,
and I
Dale?
know.
Who you
here's my thing
got?
with that. When you say
I don't,
that,
yo, it's
when you
tough.
say
Who
that
you
back
got?
then,
Tough.
right? In that documentary, like that the score was 68 to 64 or whatever. Like
Mhm.
they were low scoring games. So you having games
Right.
that's finishing 72 to 80 or something like
Right.
that. And at that point
Right.
in time, AI is still averaging 30.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
He's
So
still taking
the,
more than half the
Wait,
load.
Elijah,
And
you got
so
AI?
who AI is averaging 30? Did anyone here, like anyone here, who could raise their hand or both hands, feet, knees, and say AI was a defender?
AI
Zero.
He
played
wasn't.
defense.
He wasn't a
Who
played
said
trash.
defense.
He
Dame's a
wasn't. He
defender?
wasn't a
wasn't a trash
Steph
defender, but
Curry
he
is
defender.
played
killing
defense.
Dame every time they match up. So who
AI
said that
Well,
Dame's a
no,
defender?
listen to my point. My point is everybody was doing their job and AI just had to worry about getting his
Facts.
baskets.
True.
Facts.
True.
That's all I'm saying. And AI
True.
played the passing lane. I remember NBA back then more than I do now. Actually, like
Passing lanes and all
honestly.
that. Yes, he was a great movement player.
so
Great
so
lane.
so you can't say AI is getting half of the buckets on his squad. That's what they needed him to do. That was his biggest impact. Being this little guard to go and get you basket, the Kemba protect the paint. Derek Coleman get a little 12, 13 buckets here. Like Larry Hughes, like that.
Oh man, that thing
Fill
keep cutting
the
out
void.
every
That's
time.
That
true.
game
Facts.
7 was
That
crazy,
sound like
like
T-Pain.
crazy.
But you gotta
Crazy.
understand, like, you know how hard it is to take that responsibility to be the only guy to be an offensive threat. That is extremely difficult to do, and we haven't seen a lot of people do that. The only people that have done that, in my eyes, to take the offensive load like that, you got MJ, AI.
You better. Yeah,
Mm,
you better. You bet.
Kobe.
Dub. We
Kobe.
vibing right
I
now.
love Kobe.
Don't do
I
this.
love Kobe. I love Kobe. But
Dub.
there was always offensive options on the court on Kobe's team. There wasn't a Paul Gasol.
Oh, so
The
Jordan
only
didn't play with Pippen. So Jordan didn't play with Pippen.
Oh man, don't start this
Pippen is
debate.
so overrated. Don't bring up Pippen.
Oh.
Look,
Go ahead, Elijah. Hold on.
Hold on. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Elijah.
go ahead, please elaborate. And first, let me first acknowledge Dell was absolutely cooking during that segment. He was in his bag, and that is prime time Dell James.
Happy to see you on the scoreboard, brother.
My thing with Pippen.
Scoreboard, stop that, Ron.
My thing with Pippen is that, like, yo, he had one game. I think he scored 30 plus points in the finals. Like, he was a great Batman. I mean, he's a great Robin. Excuse me, he's a great Robin. But like, he was a Robin to a T. Like, it was never like, yo, because even that one year when Jordan was out, they were still like a 60-win team. I think they were like second seed and stuff like that. But he wasn't the main like scorer. You saw in the Last Dance.
What do you mean he wasn't the main scorer?
When you saw in the last shot.
All right,
they won a 20 Kukoc, and he had a little hissy fit. He sat on the bench.
He did as he should have, but we're not gonna really get into that right now. Just go back and look at the stats.
Hold on, Ron. Hold on,
Go
Ron.
back to look at the stats.
Hold on, Ron.
What's up?
What you mean he did as he should have? What does that mean? I didn't. Pippen was wrong for that. There's no way he was just totally wrong.
Totally
wrong.
Okay, so if they don't do that with Luka, but they give the shot to Porzingis, what's Luka gonna do?
Not that.
He gonna stay on the court as he should stay on the court because it's about the team.
He shouldn't have not came on the court. That was
because guess what? Kukoc hit the shot.
He hit
the shot.
He hit the shot.
Oh, he did.
So the coach was right.
I could never understand that because even after if Kukoc hit the shot, missed the shot, no matter what, you're still their best player. And him making on him doesn't mean he's saying he's the best player for our team. Like that makes that looking at that, I was like, that makes zero sense to me.
That's crazy.
How many times he like Mike passed the ball off? Like how you say as he should, but as Bron fans, y'all be happy when he passed the ball off to open player. You see what I'm saying? Or Bronx fans say he make the right play. So the coach is calling up the right play. And then you saying as Pippen should be mad, that doesn't make sense. That's going against your all Bron takes.
I'm trying to figure out. Well, no, I'd be a main advocate. Yeah, Bron was making the right play, but bro, don't pass the ball to Udonis Haslem. We want to see you shoot the ball, since you're better than Kobe. Since you're on the level of Jordan, we want to see you shoot the ball, LeBron.
But why?
Even Mike passed the ball out.
What's a better shot than LeBron going to the rack? What's better than that?
Kyrie shooting 3 on the elbow with Steph Curry going. That's a better shot than LeBron trying to go force a layup or get a foul call, which they don't call in the end of the games anyways.
Listen, I don't know where we're at right now.
We're all over the place.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now because me and LeBron was fighting about was the Kobe take, right? Kobe, when Shaq left, yes, he was carrying the offensive load. He was the only one carrying the offensive load, and he was still bringing that team to the playoffs. It was the greatest thing I've seen. Well, I mean, not greatest, but one of the greatest things
it
that
was
I've
the
seen.
greatest.
But then he got help on the offensive side with Paul Gasol. You had a bunch of low players like Lamar Odom. So you have to, take that into account. So what I was saying is me seeing a guy take on the whole offensive load and bringing that team to the finals, I haven't seen that a lot. MJ was always the main scorer. He was putting up a third of the points per game for the whole entire team, which is crazy.
Yo, this is the only point I'm trying to make though. If like Elijah, first off, did you choose Dame or did you choose AI?
I chose AI.
You chose AI? Okay, for sure. But I'm saying for you to say that CJ McCollum is a serviceable Robin, but then say that Scottie Pippen is overrated, bro, I'm lost right now, brother.
The reason why I say Scottie gets too much credit. I'm not saying that he's not a Hall of Famer and all that stuff. I just think that they give Scottie like too much credit sometimes because like triangle offense runs itself. It's not like he had to necessarily, run the offense, run the show. Yes, he was like a point forward, but it's not like he had to necessarily like here, you go here, moving everybody around. No, the triangle offense does it itself. It has its own passing lanes in every way, shape, or form. Like, and then he did guard the best defender. I mean, he guarded the best.
I was about to say, did they run
defender.
triangle defense too?
He was the best defender. But at the same time, you like again with the AI argument, you don't have to work so much on offense because all you have to worry about was the defensive aspect. And it wasn't like he was also guarding the best big because Rodman did that. And if the guard was too small sometimes, then you have Jordan on that. So I just feel like he just caught in between in the mix because it's like he was on a great team, won 6 championships, 72-10 team. Yes. But at the same time, like I'm not taking him over KD in any way, shape, or form. I'm not taking him over Larry Bird in any way, shape, or form. I'm not taking him over a couple small forwards. Like honestly, I'm taking Kawhi over. I take Scottie Pippen. So it's like, what? Like,
let me ask you a question.
Let
me ask you a question with that Kawhi take. When you have your argument, no, I'm not even you, Ron. I know
all right.
Kawhi bamboozled you. When you say Kawhi over Scottie, right? What is your do you ever boast Kawhi for winning 2 Finals MVP or just one?
Just one.
You boast, so you don't ever bring up him winning the Spurs Final MVP and y'all debate about Kawhi? No,
I think I'm more.
You can be honest.
I'm more impressed with the Spurs Final MVP than I am with the Warriors Finals MVP. With the Toronto Raptors Finals MVP.
Okay. And honestly, you just fall into a nice little trap. You can't say you're more impressed with the Spurs Finals MVP when you just said Pippen is overrated because all he worries about is defense on that squad. Because that was all Kawhi was worried about on that Spurs squad.
Kawhi was dropping 20 points per game.
Kawhi was the leading scorer on that in the finals for the Spurs.
He averaged 15 or 16 points. It doesn't matter if he's the leader averaging 16 points. What? He averaged 16 points, no more than 18.
It does when Jordan's averaging 40 in the finals.
No. What got him the Finals MVP was him playing defense against LeBron James. It had nothing really to do with his open shots because he made timely baskets to get to 16. It was a finals against the Spurs that they lost. Danny Green was going to win Finals MVP on that Spurs team. The Spurs system carried Kawhi to the Finals MVP, and his defense helped it. So you can't say that Pippen's overrated because he had to just worry about defense and this and that. And Kawhi win Finals MVP is more impressive.
Every time he starts going crazy.
He's so deep in his bag that they just keep trying to bring him down, bro.
Let me say something about this Pippen. I kind of see where Elijah's going with this because I feel as if people try to overrate Scottie Pippen just so that they could say that LeBron James is the GOAT. Don't get me wrong, Scottie Pippen was probably one of the greatest defenders ever. He could guard on perimeter and he was very versatile at that. But then outside of that, I mean, he was the like Elijah said, the point forward, but he wasn't that reliable of a scorer. He wasn't. We have to keep that real. I understand that people love bringing up that he led in every other statistical category, but that's just because the coach didn't ask MJ to do that.
And he was second in scoring though too.
He was second in scoring, but what? Like he was dropping like what 16 points a game
He
in the
was
finals.
second in scoring to
But there's
the
a difference when
best
you're second in
player
scoring
to
when you
ever
have a person
dribble a
averaging
basketball.
40 on the scoring. There's a difference in that. It's not like you have leading scorer who's 28 and the next person 22.
Like,
it's 40 and then 14.
It's
like, let's look at-
Michael Jordan.
Pause.
We're
pause.
talking about Jordan.
LeBron
No,
James
let's look
averaged
at
40
let's
in
look
his
at
last
Kawhi.
35
what
in the
shoes are y'all
finals,
wearing
and then
today?
Kyrie
What
was
shoes are
under
y'all
there
wearing today?
averaging 32. It doesn't matter. Bro. Scoring is scoring.
Let's look at Kawhi and Scotty, right? Kawhi's a better scorer. Can we all agree on that?
I agree.
Yeah.
You agree with that? Scotty is a bit of a better defender, right?
When they're both playing,
Dude,
if we're
I'll
going to Spurs,
put
Kawhi,
Scotty.
I
I'll
agree
put
with
Scotty-
Scotty being a better defender,
Mhm.
especially for the times also.
I put Scotty above him just because Scotty's more versatile than him. But on ball defense, I would give it to Kawhi.
I think they both with on-ball defense as well.
You think it's equal?
That's a
I
good
think they're
take.
both
I think
versatile.
they're equal.
Like Kawhi guards and he guards. Like you saw in the series versus the Bucks when he was on Toronto, he took on Giannis, and Giannis I don't consider him like a 3.
Yeah, I also see him get
big or something like that.
I also see him get torched by Jokic.
I mean, well,
Seen-
Kawhi
I
can't
mean,
guard Jokic.
Exactly.
That's
what I'm saying.
I would
rather
Scotty can guard Jokic.
Well, what
I
centers
think
have
he could do
Scotty
a better
guarded?
job. I think he could do a better job just because of his size.
Hey, Laurent, to answer your question also, because I don't think anyone caught it, I'm wearing Air Monarchs, by the way. So
Oh, okay.
I'm wearing the Air Pete's, Pete Carroll's.
Do you golf in those?
No. Oh my God. All right, let's move it along. Let's get to one of my favorite segments. Chat, please chime in. We're doing start, bench, cut. I really like this one. Yeah, we'll see how you guys like this one. We got Rip Hamilton, Joe Johnson, Jamal Crawford, start, bench, cut. We're gonna start with Dub Zero. Who you starting? Who you benching? Who you
Great.
cutting?
I gotta start Joe Johnson, man. I love Joe Johnson. That boy was a bucket, especially when in his Atlanta days, man. That boy was crazy. And then now I was stuck between Rip Hamilton and Jamal Crawford because those guys both are great in their own right. But I've seen Jamal Crawford be a great 6-man, and he's probably one of the top 6 men in NBA history. So I will have to lean towards Jamal Crawford just because I haven't seen Rip Hamilton take on that type of responsibility. So sadly, I will have to cut Rip Hamilton.
Interesting. Okay, Elijah, who you starting? Who you benching? Who you cutting?
I'm starting ISO Joe. I mean, ISO Joe speaks for itself. You know, bucket, like Mister, go give me a bucket. I'm benching Rip Hamilton now. I feel like he's done enough in his career where he's more established, where he can, like, he's had a better career overall, I think, than Jamal Crawford. Even when he was on the Wizards, when he had Michael Jordan there, like, I think he was coming off the bench then when Michael Jordan was on the Wizards, and he was still averaging like 19, 20. Jamal Crawford's established 6-man, but like,
Now Elijah
Rip
caught the
Hamilton,
bug.
if he gets that chance, like to really run your second unit. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, you're good now. You're good.
I think Rip Hamilton, if he has a chance to run the second unit, like he could score off the dribble. He's not just a spotter shooter, but he also runs off screens. Like this, Rip Hamilton's a person that you can set up for. Also, like I think Rip Hamilton just overall is a better player than Jamal Crawford.
Okay.
All right, LeBron.
Hey, has Joe Johnson ever been to a finals?
No.
How many All-Star appearances did he make?
3, 4,
7 or 6.
7. That's impressive. He's still on the bench. All right. Now, look, check this out. I'm going to start Rip Hamilton. Why? Because he played on one of the best teams ever. They beat Shaq. We've seen the documentary. Beat Shaq and Kobe. Rip Hamilton was, this is something that isn't really, in today's basketball, a lot of people don't really acknowledge it or, put it on a pedestal. Rip Hamilton was a niche scorer coming off screens. I'm talking about all game, running up and down. And on top of that, Rip Hamilton was a two-way player. Rip Hamilton was a great shooting guard, amazing shooting guard, and actually he's one of the most underrated players of all time. I'm not saying he's one of the greats, but he's one of the most underrated for what he did and what he accomplished in his time when he was actually, doing what he was doing.
All right, question, real quick before
What's
you
up? What's
keep
up?
going. Did he have more of an impact than Chauncey Billups on that team?
It was about equal. That everybody on that team produced.
They
Everybody.
did.
Matter of
Rasheed
fact, I
Wallace,
think
Ben Wallace.
Rip
Tayshaun
led him in
Prince.
scoring. I'm pretty sure Rip led him in scoring.
I don't think he had more of an impact than Chauncey Billups. I don't think he had more of an impact than Ben Wallace. I don't even think he had more of an impact than Sheed. Like, that team was so well built together that everybody had their own little portion of what they did. Like, it was such a well balanced team. Like,
It was.
like the reason why I say Joe Johnson, like Joe Johnson was the leading scorer. Like, he was the closer. Like, Rip Hamilton wasn't the closer. Chauncey Billups was the one that took the last shot. Like, Rasheed Wallace also got you points when you needed points. Ben Wallace did this whole defensive rebound thing, but it's like Rip Hamilton, I think, had the least pressure out of all of them because Tayshaun Prince most of the time was guarding the guy.
Rip Hamilton was sitting down too, though. Rip Hamilton was guarding Kobe.
He was, but there was also, and it was full court press on top of that. The whole time it was just run up and down the court. It wasn't just like half court defense for real all the time where it's like, all right, you take him. I'm just running off everything. It was straight trap. Don't let him get the ball.
What, with Kobe?
With Kobe and Shaq.
Okay. Well, yeah, I hear what you're saying and whatnot, but Joe kind of a one-dimensional player. Yeah, he's a bucket. He's doing his thing in the big three, but I'm taking Rip over Joe. Joe gonna have to sit on the bench.
Just because of the defense?
Let's
Is that why?
go.
No, I overall think Rip Hamilton was a better player than Joe Johnson.
Nasty. Dell, are you with us? I can't tell when he's here and when he's glitching.
And I got Jamal coming off the bench, obviously. Seattle stand up, 206.
Can you hear me?
So you cutting Joe?
Yeah,
You're cutting
Yeah,
Joe.
he's cutting Joe.
Wow.
We can hear you, I think, Dell. Yeah, I think you're good. Can you hear us?
I'm starting Joe. Yes. Hello?
Oh no. Hello?
Yeah, we got you.
Hello?
Damn,
Hello?
that's tough.
Yeah, keep
Hello?
going in and out.
Anybody home?
Hello?
Oh,
Dang,
man.
Dell. We might have to come back to you when you
Hello?
get stabilized. All right. When he comes back, we'll get his start bench cut. But let's move to topic 4 here. I like this one. This is new. We haven't done anything like this yet. Pick 4 players to create your all-time dream dunk contest. Hold on, I think we got Dell back, so let's get his start bench cut.
I'm gonna go start Joe. Cut Jamal, bench Rip.
I like it. All right. 4 players create your all-time dream dunk contest. Dub 0, take it away.
So I gotta go with MJ and VC. Those guys are amazing. Probably the top 2 best dunkers in history. Now I'm stuck between these 3: Dominique Wilkins, Dr. J, and Zach LaVine. Those 3 are all liable to put on a great show. So I'm really stuck between those 3 right there. So I think I'll just have to cut Dominique Wilkins, and then I'll have Zach LaVine, Dr. J, VC, and MJ.
Elijah.
I got Vince, MJ, Coach Easy. Then I got Zach LaVine, and I got Gerald Green in there.
Yep.
I got Gerald
I
Green.
forgot about Gerald
Yup.
Green.
Yeah, insane balance.
I am so happy you said that because I got Zach LaVine, MJ, Vince Carter, and Gerald Green in mine.
Yeah,
Gerald Green was the windmill alley-oop that he had was the coldest
in the
alley-oop
jersey.
I've ever seen in an NBA game.
Insane.
Dell, are you stabilized?
You tell me.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. All right.
Okay.
Who's your all-time dunk contest?
I try to base it on like who won it and made it so fire while winning it. So
Yeah.
I will have Dwight Howard, Zach LaVine, Vince Carter, and I'm gonna go Mike.
That's a good one. All right, LeBron.
All right. I'm gonna go with Monta Ellis, Rip Hamilton, All right, but nah. For real.
I hate you.
For real, we go. For real, we gonna go. Obviously, let's get Zach out the way with.
Yep.
Man, I want to go Dominique, but I don't think I'm gonna go Dominique. I'm gonna go. I want to add some excitement to it. I'm gonna think a little bit outside the box. I want Spud Webb and Nate Robinson, and then from there, I'll probably go. It's got to be Vince Carter. It got to be Vince Carter. It absolutely has to be.
So Spud Webb over Michael Jordan.
No, you want to say it?
I want to pair the two little guys against each other.
Oh man.
I'm not saying he's a better dunker. I'm just saying I'd rather see little guys in the dunk contest than
I see what you mean.
And bounce?
You said what?
Then bounce? Like I don't know. Spud Webb
doesn't got bounce.
He was short. It was cool because he was short.
MJ got the high.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're not doing the better dunks. It's going like if you grade it on the equal scale, it's like
I respect it.
35.
I respect it, LeBron. All right, we're gonna rank these
Appreciate
players. We're gonna rank these players based on their defense. Chat, chime in. I want to see who you got 1 through 5 here. Bruce Bowen, Kobe Bryant, Metta World Peace, Kawhi Leonard, Drew Holiday. Elijah, let's start with you.
All right. I think I'll start off with Metta World Peace.
At 1?
Yeah, I think I got him at 1. He was I think with 2-time defensive player of the year.
1.
Yeah. 2-time defensive player of the year. I think it was 7-time all defensive team. Then I probably got Kawhi, another 2-time defensive player of the year. Bruce Bowen, I think should have won a defensive player of the year, but I got him at 3. Like complete shutdown player for the Spurs. The thing about Kobe, like Kobe was a great defender, doesn't get the credit doesn't have the accolades that he deserved. I think he definitely could have got one of the defensive player of the years.
He's 12-time All-NBA defensive.
Yeah, like he was a great defender. I just give some people a notch because they have the defensive player of the year title, especially like a 2-timer. That's why I like, especially Metta World Peace and Kawhi, they have 2-time defensive player of the year, especially as wing players. And then
Can you hear me?
Then I gotta end up with
Yo, y'all see Dale get right up, bro.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we got you.
Metta only won once.
He only got 1.
Yeah, Metta got 1.
Then I switched Kawhi and then Kawhi and Metta.
Oh, right, but I still think Metta is 1 on this list though. Like I've watched him play, and he's being from New York. I've seen him play defense, and back then, honestly, like it's no one player now in the NBA plays defense how he played defense. That's on ball. That's help. That's his hands. That's against bigs. It's like I go Metta, Bruce Bowen. Can y'all hear me still?
Yep, you're good.
Yeah, we hear.
Okay, Metta, Bruce Bowen. I throw Kawhi. I throw Kawhi 3rd, and then Kobe. It's 4 players, right?
And Drew
5.
Holiday.
There he goes.
There he goes. Right.
Hey, Elijah, I
put
don't think
Drew to be last. And it's because,
Who's last?
Go ahead.
Say that again, Dale.
I put Drew 4th. I put Kobe last.
Okay.
Kobe behind Drew?
Yep. And you only seen because Drew, honestly, I swear Drew plays defense every single game. That's why.
He does.
I think he plays defense every game. Like every time I watch him play, he's really sitting down. He's probably sitting down right now. and
oh, man.
No, since he came, like he really, from when he came in the NBA, I always used to tell people like, yo, Drew Holiday really clamps up. And watching ball for so long, he's the only player I could really say I sit and watch the TV. From the TV, I could see him playing defense every single time.
Yeah.
And you can't
him and Ron Artest. Oh, hell no, I can't say that with Kobe. Kobe played defense when he got mad.
Well, you gotta understand he had other responsibilities other than playing defense.
I get it, but I'm just saying Kobe's one of my favorite players ever. It's like I'm just telling. I would that was my list right there.
Elijah, who did you have? Kobe or Drew? Because that was your last 2. You didn't say.
I had Kobe and then I had Drew.
Oh, okay.
I mean, 8 defensive time. He's what 8?
12.
10.
8,
No,
8-time
maybe
first team.
10. Yeah,
8
8-time
time.
first team.
9-time first team.
It was like
Yeah.
I seen Kobe guard Wade 94 feet run out, let him get a shot up. Like
Yeah, that was good. That was dope.
He guarded
Kobe
Kyrie
in
Irving,
crunch
too.
time is gonna take the best offensive
And
player,
that's a fact.
and
Yeah,
he gonna eliminate the shot.
That same play he taken, Drew was guarding him the whole game.
Yeah, how come Dell looks like the guy from Home Improvement, the neighbor? Dub Zero, go ahead.
Oh, man. All right, so I got Kawhi Leonard number 1 for me. This guy is able to take people out the game, and in his time, you're not even able to touch people like that.
You hear
So
that deal?
he's number 1 for me. And then, I mean, I was stuck between Bruce Bowen and Kobe Bryant. I'll give Bruce Bowen like the slight edge on Kobe just because Bruce Bowen, like y'all said, he definitely did deserve Defensive Player of the Year, but he just never got that. And then I got Kobe right after him. And then I got Meta World Peace. And then I got Drew Holiday. But like y'all understand, Kobe Bryant was a dog on defense. And a lot of the guys that we're naming, all they had to worry about was defense. So imagine a great of a defender that Kobe would have been if the only thing that he had to worry about was defense. That's why Kawhi's number 1 for me. And I mean, I was stuck between Bruce Bowen and Kobe Bryant. That's interchangeable for me. So those two is even in my eyes. But bro, Kobe Bryant was a dog on defense. 9-time All NBA defensive team and 12-time All NBA. 9-time All NBA first team, and then 3-time All NBA second team. Like,
Talk that talk. Talk that talk. Hey, I love to see you big in Kobe up.
I love Kobe. I love Kobe, man. It's just the comment that you said earlier. Like, I couldn't agree with it on that. But I love Kobe, bro.
All right, Laurent.
All right, I'm gonna start from the bottom and then work my way up to the top.
All right.
So only because what we all know, he had to focus so much on the other end of the court. And it was only when things got extremely competitive, or how Dale said, when he got mad, Kobe's last on the list. Not because of his capabilities, but just because he had other things he had to focus on. Next. Oh, man, and this is Luka's fault. Next is Kawhi.
Okay.
But look, if we're talking about Spurs Kawhi, he moves up a slot. But just because as he's gotten older, he's kind of, not really emphasize defense as much. Kawhi's next. After that,
hold on, quick question.
What's up?
Was Pat Bev not guarding Luka the first couple games of the series, and then Kawhi switched on, and then it was straight just pick and roll with big men to get big men on Luka?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Kawhi didn't guard Luka until like game 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
But that's the issue though. That's the problem.
Even last year in the bubble, they weren't guarding. And then this year, we've seen it clear as day. Pat Bev didn't play from game 3 to 7 because what Luka was doing today.
I seen Kawhi.
That's what I'm saying. Kawhi wasn't guarding Luka.
That's the
point. He should have been from day 1.
Hey, Elijah.
6'8". Luka's 6'8".
Elijah, check me out. Y'all playing against, I don't know, we could say anybody in your conference. Y'all playing against another reputable football team, right? It's an all-American receiver lined up across from you. You as a cornerback, are you going to go guard the number 2 option? Are you going to guard the slot receiver?
I'm not at the receiver also, though. It's reciprocated. Kawhi is also the number 1 scorer on that team. I'm not going out to go run routes after I'm guarding somebody.
Okay, and that's my point, though. I said if it's Spurs Kawhi, he moves further up. This Kawhi, the same argument I made with Kobe. They have other responsibilities, but
this is career. This is career wise though, because you can't judge it off of Kawhi Leonard this year. You have to judge it for his career. Because most of these guys aren't even playing right now.
Drew Holiday been playing defense his whole career, UCLA included, Artesia included. So with all that being said, I'm going with Drew Holiday above Kawhi. Do I think he's better? Do I think he's more capable? No, but I think he plays harder, and I think he plays harder. He's more healthy, and on top of that, he plays from the tip to the buzzer goals.
You got Drew at 3 then?
I have one more question.
Yeah, I got Drew at 3.
Go ahead, Elijah.
Has Drew Holiday had more signature like defensive stands than like what
I see what you
and
mean.
Kawhi, like for example, that Bucks series, I think solidified him as one of the best defenders when he took Giannis straight out the series.
I think before that with LeBron, like
let me ask you a
when he got the
question.
Finals MVP.
Signature moments. Dell, your
That's
favorite.
that's not even what I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah.
How did he take Giannis out the series?
When he wasn't letting him penetrate the paint, and he was causing turnovers on him.
He was doing that, or were they playing a zone where as soon as Giannis get the ball, everybody pack it in?
I mean, everyone builds a wall on Giannis, but Kawhi was the on-ball defender.
Kawhi played defense for one dribble, and then they swarmed him. Y'all watch it over, please. And then hit me up next week or Wednesday. Please, just do that. please. I'm not, please, because even that series, everybody guarding Giannis that series. I was like, yo, that team, what they're doing, because they would alternating switch. It would be Pascal sometimes, and then it would be Kawhi. And the way they was just like hounding him, it was ridiculous to see. It was like a master class of coaching how we gonna stop a player. Because y'all gotta remember, they was down 2-0.
Yeah, they was down 2-0. Kawhi wasn't checking him in the first two games.
It was a master class of coaching of what Boy did.
Nick Nurse, amazing coach.
A master class of coaching. And your boy Bud didn't change nothing.
Stupid coach. Amazing coach, stupid coach.
So this is why, like, watch the highlights over how they just like shifted right away. Boom. Soon as he get the ball, everybody jump in. You're gonna have to knock down these shooters. Man, got Eric Bledsoe out of there quick.
That's what I'm saying. The whole build the wall thing was in the build the wall in the paint so you won't let him penetrate. Yeah, I hear all of that. But at the same time, Kawhi
I skipped him right.
These Shaq guys ain't playing today.
I see where he's going. Kawhi was the main guy to defend the ball whenever he would cross the half court. You have to give him his respect towards that, even though that they were building a wall.
I give him his respect.
I'm giving him the respect 100%. But let's say you could have put on. This is what I'm saying. You could have put the way that defense was set up. You could put anybody to take that assignment first.
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Right. Because Giannis would have went by anybody else very much easier.
And they had Danny at the 2 that year, right? They had a great defensive team. And Lowry.
They did.
With Marc Gasol.
Danny Green's not checking Giannis though.
Danny, he can guard him and everybody. No, he can't.
He can stay in front of Giannis, bro.
But Giannis is going to move him out the way.
He will
move him out the way.
Hey, the wall better be there.
Kawhi out the way.
Yeah, look, just watch it again. I don't want my service to mess up because I will start soliloquying again.
Hey, Laurent, who's your second? Who's your second on?
Just to finish that off, though, I want to say I thank Kawhi in that wall for now making Giannis the best player in the NBA.
Oh my!
So now we will proceed to number 3. I said it's Drew Holiday. Number 2. Now I'm gonna go these two. The reason why I'm going with these two guys at the top of the list is because this is what they did. This is how they made their living. This is how they stayed in the NBA. This is how they fed their families. Meta world peace. Number 2. Number 1, I don't think part of it's system, but I don't think Bruce Bowen gets the credit he gets as just a straight lockdown defender. I'm going to go with Bruce Bowen. And on top of that, he got the most championships on this list other than Kobe, obviously, which he took some from Kobe.
Nice. All right. Chat. If everyone gave their list, right? I'm pretty sure everyone went through. Yeah, we're chilling. Okay. Chat, if you have not already joined Clubhouse, make sure that you do. There's a link in the About, I believe, on Twitch, or you can do !Clubhouse. Click the link, make an account, join us. We go live about 2 or 3 times a week. Laurent hosts it. Shaq is always there talking that crazy stuff. But if you're on YouTube, links down below. Spotify, Apple, Google, same thing. Link is in the description. Shaq yesterday gave his top 10. He sent us the list so that we could discuss it today. I'm going to give you the list, and then we are going to talk about it. I'm about to throw up reading this list, but I'll get through it. He's got at number 1, I'm not mad at the 1 through 5. I'm not mad at the
Mhm.
1 through 5. After 5, it gets crazy. We got the Greek freak, Giannis, at number 1. Kevin Durant, number 2. LeBron James, number 3. James Harden, number 4. Steph Curry, number 5. He's got Jokic at 6. Luka at 7. I can't even say it with a straight face. Zach LaVine at 8. Donovan Mitchell, 9. Damian Lillard, 10. LaRon, you actually got to witness this live. What were your thoughts?
Oh man, yo, this is y'all man's, right? Everybody, this is all y'all partner. Man, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's kind of like there's something wrong with Shaq. All right, there's something that's just not all the way there with this man. And I'm
Yo,
just
I don't
like,
know if y'all can hear me. Shaq list cut out, so I guess all I heard Ron is just saying now that something wrong with Shaq. So I guess Shaq is being Shaq. I didn't hear his list.
you know
All
it,
right,
Bill.
Del, can you hear me? I'm going to read it back really quick so you can hear this.
All right, go ahead.
He's got Giannis, KD, LeBron James, James Harden, Steph Curry. That's 1 through 5.
Okay.
Jokic, Luka, Zach LaVine. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lillard.
Okay.
Okay, continue, LaRon.
My thing is, obviously, you know that the top 6 is solidified, and whatever way you want to put them, minus James, the top 6 is solidified. And after
Minus
that,
which James?
you know which James, you know which
No,
you
I
know which one
need
is
you.
not.
I need you to say it. Which James?
I'm only calling him James.
That's funny.
13.
That's funny.
He's not top 5. He's not.
That's funny. Go ahead, continue.
And then, but I'm like, after that, at the bottom of the list, it kind of just seems like, oh no, the whole clubhouse, we arguing over the whole Zach LaVine thing. For the whole first 45 minutes, Shaq was making some good points, but at the same time, like we all kind of know, you know, Zach's not a top 10 player. That was obviously very biased of Shaq.
And not a knock on Zach LaVine because he's a
Not
great
at all.
basketball player, but to put him at number 8 overall going into next season is absurd.
I can see the potential, but
I can too. Also with Donovan too. I don't think Donovan deserves to be on the list.
I don't either.
Dame. I think Dame's right where he needs to be.
I agree. Dame at 10 is fine.
Dame at 10, James at 9.
All right, Dub Zero. Were you there? Were you at that?
wait, James? Yeah, I was there. Wait, you said James at 9?
Yeah.
James who?
Exactly.
James
13.
who? LeBron James? James
13.
Harden?
No. 13.
James Harden at 9 is nasty.
Why does James Harden need to be above all of these other players?
My bad. I'm so sorry. I cursed. My bad. I didn't mean
Why?
to. Bro, what
You're
is
good.
wrong with you?
Why does James Harden need to be so high up this list?
You almost got me dropping my headset and everything.
Why?
Bro, this man went 22-7 without Kyrie and KD on the court. He
And
was
then what
leading
happened?
that team, and people was talking to him like he was the
And then what
MVP.
happened? But when Scottie Pippen leads the team, he gets dragged through the mud.
Oh no, we're not
all
talking
right.
about Scottie Pippen.
All right, for
We're not
sure. We're not talking about Scottie.
Pippen.
All right.
Let's
Pretend I
not
didn't
talk
say that.
about
Calm
this.
down, there.
Harden's in the playoffs on one leg
Relax.
with a half a hamstring.
Yeah, he
Hobbling
was
up the court.
Yeah, I felt so bad for James. I was worried he was going to break his whole leg. Like,
And
And
still
this-
in the post guarding Giannis.
Keep in mind, this is top 10 players going into next year too.
Yes.
yes,
But so this is James fully healthy as we expect him to be.
I expect him to at least drop
Yes.
10 assists.
I
Per
mean,
game.
James gonna do that. He gonna drop 10 assists. He gonna have a couple 40-point
And
triple doubles.
he at least going to give me 20 as well. So 20 and 10, that's
And-
amazing.
25 and 10.
I don't know because I mean with Kyrie, KD,
But there's a
and
lot
all
of ball going around. A lot of ball going around.
So we'll see. But the
And then what do
minimum
we get from
is
James?
20 and 10.
And then what do we get from James?
All right, let's not forget that when James Harden was there, right, and he didn't have to worry about so much on offense, he actually was playing very good defense.
Oh my God.
He definitely was. Come on. Come on, you're not gonna do this. I wish I could bring up the film in my mind right now to show you the type of defense that he was playing. He was playing very
He was
well on
calling up
defense.
help in the post. He was in the post against Giannis calling up help.
The film in your mind, and he was guarding Giannis. Come
And
on,
Kawhi. And Kawhi.
Oh,
Yes, he
you
was.
guys have to stop with this James Harden stuff. You have to.
Wait, who's your list? I want to hear your list.
Nah, you guys don't want to hear my list.
I want to hear your list.
I definitely
Don't
want to hear
Ron-
your list.
Ron, you have to go first.
You have
wanna
to.
hear my list.
It's no NBA right now. James Harden is at least top 6, top 5 NBA player.
Yes.
It's ridiculous for him
Yes.
to not be there.
He's
Insane.
Not
And
a
he could be
winner.
on any team. And I'm saying that. You said what?
He's not a winner.
Oh my
You and
God.
Shaq. Who's a
Ah,
winner
it's-
to you?
Oh,
Who's a winner? Just yes.
Giannis.
Oh, Giannis won a chip now.
Le-
Now he's a winner. Continue.
LeBron. Yes, LeBron.
Okay.
Steph.
Okay.
Kawhi.
Okay.
And after that, it's kind of like
No
everybody else
winners.
is just everybody
Everybody's
else.
just losers.
Clay Thompson. You know.
That's
After
why
that,
your
it's
point
kinda
makes
like-
no sense. You just naming rings. Then that's
No,
it. That's what
this
I'm talking
no.
about.
But here's the thing with James. When we compare to everybody in the top 10 list, everybody except for Zach because he hasn't really been to the playoffs. Everybody on Shaq's top 10 list performs playoff in and playoff out. Playoff
James
in
does-
and
Before
playoff
this
out.
past series,
Oh,
Giannis did not show up.
Yo, LaRon.
Before this past
Yo.
finals, when Giannis did not show
LaRon,
up.
what did James
What's up?
Harden do to you when he let you and Shaq into that pool party?
hey, James actually showed us love that night too. So
That's
this
what I'm
I'm trying to.
saying. What
This is what
did
I'm
he
trying to say.
do to you?
James showed us love at the pool party. Yo, I got love for James. Eight is a phenomenal position. We're talking about the National Basketball Association.
What I
But he-
don't get with y'all and this winner's take, it's like literally it's only one team wins the championship, right?
I understand that.
Y'all blaming James for losing to a healthy Warriors every year.
Okay,
And James
part of
was
that-
about
part
to
of-
beat.
Part of
James
that was
was
Mike
about to beat
D'Antoni. He had PJ Tucker playing center. Part of that was D'Antoni.
But
All right.
so who was a healthy that Warriors? No one, like y'all said, no
Nah,
one was beating
hold
them.
up.
And James had them. James was
Yeah.
battling.
Thank you.
He
Y'all
was
forget, like,
battling.
Chris Paul
And
was
that game
hurt.
7, it don't even. I'm just saying, like James was battling. Y'all blaming James for losing against the Warriors.
Man, it was
And he
so
didn't
you
even
call
have
him a loser,
CP3.
He didn't always lose to the Warriors, though. He didn't always lose to
Who
the
else?
Warriors.
And they had
James
the worst shooting performance in NBA playoff history. They went like 1 for what, 28 for 3 or something like that.
Pause.
Yeah,
pause.
they did.
We're not gonna do this. We are not gonna do this. He lost CP3, and just because he lost CP3 and didn't win, you guys are gonna take that into effect on ranking him. Like, come on, bro. He lost his
No,
second.
I
no.
don't
I'm
think
saying
that-
James Harden is still top 5. There's no reason why he should be below that.
No, I'm asking
Right.
LeBron. I'm asking LeBron though. LeBron, like, just because what his second best player got hurt, so then he blew a 3-2 lead. His second best player got hurt. You gonna call him not a winner because of that? Because I guarantee you, if CP3 played, they definitely would have went on to be a healthy Golden State Warriors team.
I almost went on a date with Tyra Banks. My car ran out of gas. I was almost a millionaire. A tornado hit my house. Like, I don't know what you. I almost made it to the NBA. I had bunions.
So it's only like 3 or 4 winners in the league to you then.
No,
Based on
I'm
your
saying,
take.
no,
So Damian Lillard is the loser?
no, here's what I'm saying. It's not about
Yes
the
or
whole
no?
winners thing. It's not a whole.
You
No,
just
he's
said
not.
he's
No,
not
he's
a
not.
winner.
No, okay, I did say that. But let me go further. I'm saying all these players perform playoff in and playoff out. It's been times where James Harden has been nowhere to be found.
He had bad games. That shit happens.
He's had bad series. He's had
What
bad
series he had that was bad?
Yo,
What series?
I'll look up all
Go
the
ahead.
Carfax. I'll look up all
And
the
I'll
Carfax.
tell you, no, he had bad games.
All
When he
right,
was
yeah.
with OKC, he had a terrible game 6 against the Spurs. When he was with Houston, he had a terrible game against the Clippers. When he was with the Houston Rockets again, he lost to the Warriors. His game 6 was terrible. He picked up.
Game
he
7
picked it
was
up.
terrible.
No, he picked
inopportune
it
times
up late
though.
game 7. He picked
In
it up. late
Oh,
game
you're
7.
right.
times though.
Yeah,
You are
he
right.
picked it up
You
late
are
game
right.
7.
Yep, you're right.
It happened
So
at points where he couldn't afford to do that though. He
All right,
could not.
but stop
He could
saying-
not afford to do
I-
that.
I hate the media narrative of every shot not going in.
Let's hear who you got above him. Let's finish
yeah,
this list.
just
I
hear
gotta
your
hear
list
this.
All right,
before
so
my service run out.
I still got Damian 10. I got Harden at I got Damian 10. I got Joel at 9. I got Harden at 8. Then I got Jokic. You guys are not going to like me. You guys are not going to like me. That's what I'm trying to say. Matter of
Come
fact,
on.
let me drink some of my coffee right quick.
Yo, I'm getting ready to stop my video. If I
You're
think that's what
going
I got it.
to absolutely hate me. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Number 5.
I'm pressing the video
No,
right
you're
now.
at 6. You're at 6.
Oh, I'm at 6. Oh, I forgot to throw Devin Booker in there at number 10.
Oh, wait. Oh, at number 10?
Matter of fact, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Devin Booker at 10.
Devin Booker
Then
at
you
10.
got Lillard at 9.
Do you have
I know
Harden
who's
at
it. I
8.
know. Yo, JD, I'm pressing stop video as soon as it says 5.
Yo, Dale.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We want to hear your top 10 too. Oh, Dale, he
Nah,
already
alright.
dropped out.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
No, I'm here.
that's
I'm
fire.
here.
No, I'm talking about
Oh no. Hold on.
He probably
good?
lost service.
See, he didn't want to hear this. Hey, Chad, if anybody wants to leave or cover your ears, right now is the time to do it. Kevin Durant's number 5. All right. He's
Okay,
number
what else
5.
you got? What else you got?
You know who's number 4?
Who's number 4?
Russell Westbrook.
Oh, man.
Mr. Triple-double himself. No, because you guys will sit here and say, oh, bare minimum, James Harden's going to average 20 and 10. Bare minimum. Okay, so what does Russell Westbrook do?
Well,
Yo, Ron.
just keep
What does
it
Russell
on.
Westbrook do?
Yo,
What does he do? What does he do,
yo,
though?
Ron. Dub,
What does he
hold
do
on,
besides
Dub.
lead the league in
Hold
assists
on, hold
and
on.
average
Oh,
triple
you're
doubles?
right. Hold
What does he
on,
do?
Dub.
Go ahead, Roy. Go ahead, Roy.
Your list is voided, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. I haven't never voided a list, but this is why it's voided.
Why?
You just loudly claim James and his playoffs, he doesn't show up inopportune times, and now you put Russ 4th over a quote unquote winner to you in Kevin Durant over James Harden, who plays better than Russ in the playoffs, and
No, he
Russ is
doesn't.
your
No, he
4th.
doesn't. No, he does
Russ
not.
is your. Are you serious?
No, he does not. No, he
Come
does
Are you
not.
serious?
Oh,
OKC
dating back to OKC.
One question. What series has James Harden lost that he's supposed to win? That he was the favorite.
I'm gonna go back and look at it. I gotta
Exactly.
go back. I gotta
Russ
go
You
back.
can't
was
think of
in
it.
Russ was in Utah twice with Paul George,
Mm-hmm.
Carmelo Anthony, and they
Mhm.
got. I'm not even
Joe
continue your
Ingles.
list, bro.
Joe Ingles embarrassed
Don't
them.
even
Hey.
continue. Go ahead, bro.
Things
Go
happen.
continue.
You know, things happen.
Now things. That's why your list is
Nah,
voided.
man, come on.
Exactly.
Yo,
Come
nah,
on.
real rap though. Yeah, they lost that series, but
And
Russ,
you got KD 5th, so that's just
he is
ridiculous.
5th. He's 5th going into next year.
So
he's
Russell
5th.
Westbrook is a better basketball player than Kevin Durant going into next year.
He's gonna be a better player. Yes.
Okay,
Nah,
continue.
I can't.
Yes.
can't
No,
do
here's
it.
what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying this because Russ is gonna win a championship, and Kevin Durant's gonna lose in the Eastern Conference Finals.
But
okay.
are they winning a championship because of Russ, or are they winning a championship because of AD and LeBron?
They're winning the championship because of Russ's 20
listen,
and 10, and because
let-
obviously AD and Bron too.
Listen, KD could lose in the first round, and he'll still be a better player than Russell Westbrook. So I don't care what you're trying to say to me about where they win and lose. But continue.
All right. 3rd, I got Steph.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2nd, obviously LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1st, it's kind of unanimous. The undisputed NBA champion, Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time MVP, none other than Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The way you and Shaq just glorify stuff, because I remember KD was winning back-to-back Finals MVP and championship. Y'all was like, that was nothing, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, with Steph, Clay, and Draymond.
Under
Steve Kerr's system.
Under Steve Kerr's system.
Under Steve Kerr's system.
Steve Kerr does nothing there.
Nah, Steve Kerr did implement that system. Steve Kerr did implement that system. I have
inside scoop of Steve Kerr literally doing nothing there. I'm not even going to hold whatever. All right, my list. I got Slim 1. I got KD 1. I didn't write it down. I'm gonna just think. I got KD 1. I was still. I can't throw Braun 2.
It's either Giannis or Braun. It's either Giannis or Braun.
Come on, bro.
I got KD.
I know what I said about him.
1. I got Steph 2. I go Braun 3.
Now he go bash Giannis because I did that to KD.
No, it has not. If you watch this show, you know how I feel about Giannis.
All right, for sure.
I have Giannis 4th. I could go James 5. I got Dame Lillard 6. I got Joel Embiid 7th. And going in hopefully healthy, I have Anthony Davis 8th. And if he's healthy like AD, he is in my top 5, but I don't know how he'll be. I got AD 8th. I could go Jokic 9. And honestly, a top 10 player going into next year, I'll throw Kyrie Irving 10.
That's nice.
All right.
So 3 Nets. 3 Nets.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's perfectly fine with me.
All right, man. I don't know what happened to Elijah, but maybe he was ducking having to give his top 10 all-time list. I don't know.
Oh, you didn't put Luka up there.
I didn't get Luka. That's crazy. So yeah, and I think Luka's top 7 at least. And this is just for Luka. I'll throw the European out there. I'll throw Jokic and put Luka.
So you keep Kyrie over Jokic?
Yes, I'll keep Kyrie over Jokic. I'm honest, and nothing. I'm not a Jokic fan. That also. So
okay.
like,
Hey, I didn't put Luka on my list either. I meant to put Luka. Luka was supposed to come in at 7 after Jokic.
Oh, okay. So then, who was your 10th spot? Devin Booker, right? All right. So
Yes.
Devin Booker gets a boot. All right. At least he gets a boot.
My gosh. All right. So it's tradition to have the guests when they come on for the first time give their top 10 all time. Like I said, Elijah lost connection. I don't know where he
What
went.
happened?
Dub, did you say your list? I don't.
No, I didn't say mine. You
Let's
want to hear it?
Yeah,
let's hear it.
Ah, man. Yo, you guys are crazy, man. So is KD and Giannis for me? Those are the top 2. Hello, what you said?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's KD and Giannis for me. They're interchangeable. And then I got Bron 3rd. And then I got James Harden 4, and then Curry 5. Then at 6, I got, I would put like Kawhi probably at 6, but he's hurting everything. So going into next year, I can't really put him in the top 10. So I'll probably go like AD. Then we're gonna have Dame, Embiid, Jokic, and then Luka. No, Luka's above Embiid and Jokic. Luka's above Embiid, Jokic, and Dame. So Luka will be 7, Dame will be 8, Jokic, Embiid will be 9, and then Jokic will be 10.
Okay. So yep, we're gonna have LeBron give his top 10 all-time list. We're gonna have to have Elijah on again sometime so he can give his all-time top 10. Again, I don't know what happened. He might have lost connection or maybe he had to go to practice. I have no idea. So LeBron, when you're ready, floor is yours. Top 10 all-time NBA list.
Top 10 all time. So I'm gonna start with my favorite player all time. We're gonna go with Kareem. Then we're gonna go to Jordan, Magic, Shaq, Kobe. It's best top 5 of all time. Now, as we move down, Tim Duncan, which he doesn't get enough credit for his 5 championships and leading a dynasty. Hakeem, in the 90s, he was the only one other than Jordan to clean up, other than Tim Duncan. Then I'm gonna go with your man's Dub. We'll throw LeBron in there. Then we'll go Larry Bird. And then at the 10th spot. Oh,
Did you say LeBron is 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait. Hold on. Wait.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I mean, all right, I'll say LeBron 7. All right, LeBron's better than his team. Okay. But look. LeBron has not had a better career than Tim Duncan. He hasn't. He hasn't.
Wait, who's your 10th spot?
No, hold on. He hasn't done 9 or 10.
I did 9, Larry Bird.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And then 10, man, I want to go with
crazy.
I want to go with Westbrook.
Stop.
All right,
Yo,
okay,
that's a
all right. I don't know. With
Jay,
10,
Jay, you haven't really seen me like not be calm in the episode, but this might be the episode where I'm not going to be calm
Below
because
the
this is the most craziest top 10 I've ever heard in my
Wait,
life.
hold on. Who's 10? Who's 10?
It's only because y'all gotta let me think on 10 right quick.
You ain't gonna put Kobe at 10?
No, Kobe was 5. Kobe was 4.
Oh, you said Kobe?
Yeah,
I thought you
Kobe.
said Magic. Oh,
No,
okay.
I said Magic and Kobe in my top 5.
Oh, okay.
Magic,
I
Kobe,
missed that.
Shaq, and Kareem, and obviously
I
Jordan.
missed that. Okay, I missed that. But who's the 10?
Bro, I am sweating waiting for this 10 right now. Like,
Yo,
Like, bro.
y'all got to give me a second with the 10. I'm
No
not.
way.
I'm not exactly sure. Hold on,
No,
Brent.
Will.
Brent. I'm gonna go Bill Russell. I'm gonna go Bill Russell.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Jay, what you want to go? You or Delroy want to go? Because
Good.
this
I am good.
you're good, bro.
I'm
Because
good
this
on
is
that.
the craziest list.
Is it because Braun is 7?
Yes.
Is it because
Yes.
we argued on Clubhouse the whole time yesterday?
Yes.
The Kobe over LeBron, you guys might not respect it, but everybody can accept it.
Kobe's number 2 all time for me. Go Mike and Kobe
Okay.
for me. Mike, Kobe,
So-
Braun is top 3 for me every time.
Me too. My thing is with Kobe and LeBron, you could have a good debate on who you want to go with. I don't care which one you got over who, honestly, because it's a good debate for both of them. But to not have LeBron in your top 5, at
Disgusting.
least,
It's not.
it's what?
Shaq had a better career than LeBron. Shaq was more dominant than LeBron. He won more than LeBron, and Shaq is just Shaq.
But
Most
Shaq
dominant
had
player ever.
Shaq had help as well. Shaq had Kobe. Shaq had
You
D-Wade.
said
D-Wade carried him.
Shaquille. You see Shaquille O'Neal had a better NBA career than LeBron James.
Yes,
Winning wise, yes. Winning wise,
Shaq was always on a good team.
LeBron, since 2012, when LeBron ran to Miami,
Absolutely right.
when he absolutely caught the first thing smoking in Miami, he's had nothing but good teams.
You're absolutely right.
You'll say the 2018 team. That team was still actually a pretty good team. It wasn't.
Nah,
terrible.
that team was trash.
And the only reason that team was trash was because Kyrie was on his high horse and didn't want to play under LeBron.
Don't they both just have 4 NBA championships?
Yes, they do.
So what are y'all talking about? Shaq and
So
Bron.
what is he talking about?
I'm taking Shaq over LeBron.
They both.
Oh man.
I'm taking Shaq over LeBron.
How is Shaq more dominant than Bron?
What do you mean? How is he more dominant?
I would agree
than LeBron?
he's more dominant.
You mean that? No. You mean his game?
Yes, his game.
But that's why you can't compare the two. But even ridiculously so, him just being, when you guys say dominant, y'all just mean that he's more powerful.
Yes.
But more powerful. But in all, it's
he
like
was a bully.
You want to know something crazy? LeBron
that's
shoots
just his
within
game.
A backyard thug.
LeBron within 3 feet of the basket shoots 70%. That's dominant right there.
If that's what you want to call it.
So if you guys want to win a championship this year, right now this year, you can go get what's Bron's best year? What, 2012, 2013? What's you guys' prime Bron?
That was probably his fourth.
Probably back to back Miami.
Yeah.
Back to back Miami. Bron was different.
So 2013.
I believe that it was his 4th MVP, right? One of those.
Okay. So either the year right after he got, worked by the Mavs, or the year right before Kawhi locked him up. We'll go whichever LeBron. All right, whichever LeBron. And then now we'll go with Shaq in 2002. This is the year before he won a championship, in the year after he won a championship. Who are you guys going to take to start a franchise around if you want to win a championship that year?
LeBron.
I'm taking LeBron.
Okay. So you're going to take. So you're
going to
take.
Yes. Yeah. And let me tell you why. Bron's biggest skill, and I always tell, in his prime years, honestly, you give Bron in his prime years and 2 solid players, they're going to the finals. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
His impact on others, bro, when he was in that mode, was nothing like I've ever seen
both
before,
defense
bro.
and offense. He was doing
like
it both.
Nothing I've never seen before. That's why this year I said that's the biggest thing with Bron. That impact he had on others. With this Lakers team, if that was prime Bron, they were still going. They were still getting the Suns out of there, and they were still battling to go top of the West with that prime Bron. Because that impact he had, bro, it was like it was just like some that. Like just
the defensive scheme, the defensive scheme that they ran with D-Wade and LeBron was ridiculous, bro. They were trapping people, double teaming people. Like, bro, LeBron that year was on a different type of level. That's the year where they won 27 games in a row, right? Roy.
What year are you talking about?
I think that was 2013.
I'm telling you, Dub. the chat gods are cruel today. You see, they got Elijah up out of here.
Yeah.
He was about to get his bag. Dale has been getting froze all day. Dub, I'm telling you, just come to my side. Just come to my side.
I can't. You're
Shaq,
putting Shaq. Bro, what does Shaq do better than LeBron?
Win. He went in championships. Look, in his 4 championships, he got 3 finals MVPs. Obviously, Bron got all finals MVPs. Okay, all right. But he went 4 for 5. You see the chat? It just got Dale up out of here. You see? Now it's just me and you, Doug.
We're going to be talking.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be hosting the Clubhouse. For anybody who didn't know, we're going to be hosting the Clubhouse. So we're going to have to get into deep conversation about this.
We will. We'll talk some more about this. Hey, everybody, be sure to tune in to Players' Choice Clubhouse. We'll talk some more about who you guys think is top 5, top 10 of all time, whether LeBron does deserve to be, closer to the top, or whether you guys think he should be outside the top 5.
I want the title to be Shaq or LeBron, because that is what we're arguing right now. I cannot believe that anybody will put Shaq or pick Shaq over LeBron when LeBron does so much more for you on the court than LeBron. Look, Shaq he's a scorer. He's not that high level of a defender. He's not. What?
Do you
what
know,
do you mean what?
Inside that key, nothing was going past Shaq, offensively or defensively. Now, anything
does he even have an All-NBA defensive first team? Does he even have an All-NBA defensive first team?
I'm sure he does.
No, he doesn't.
Sure he
does not. Shaq was lazy. Don't get me wrong. Kobe said it himself. If Shaq had the work ethic that Kobe had, Shaq would be the greatest player of all time.
You know why Shaq didn't have that? Because he didn't need it.
Let's carry this conversation over to Clubhouse. We are having the most technical difficulties in the world today, so let's get on up out of here. Dub Zero, you got any last words?
Appreciate you guys having me on the show, man. Me and LeBron go host this Clubhouse whenever we can. So appreciate you guys tuning in, man, and y'all be safe.
Yes, sir. LeBron, any final words?
I just want to thank you guys for bearing with all these guys' cold takes. All you guys come to Clubhouse. We'll announce when it will be. And, this will be an opportunity for us to shut up and for you guys to talk. I want to hear how all you guys feel about this. Clubhouse will bring you up and we'll let all you guys spill your hot takes. We'll get all you guys' hot opinions and, we'll take it from there.
Sure. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in live on Twitch. If you missed the live show and you're watching on YouTube or listening on Spotify, make sure that you tune in Sundays and Wednesdays. Follow the Twitch channel. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss when we go live, so that you can be here and you can be in the chat and you can engage with us. Make sure you go follow us on Clubhouse so you can come on the show or the Clubhouse and chop it up. Thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, rate us 5 stars, do all the things, whatever it is. All right, y'all. We'll see you on Wednesday.
We out.
See y'all.
Why y'all tripping like Prime D-Rose MVP year was just this glorified mouth? The shit was regular, to be honest. It was really regular.